Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to take a quick walk around the boundaries of the fence here and look for wind damage. We had a big windstorm yesterday. I got to be real careful how I walk through here. This is still kind of hard because it was 20 degrees overnight, but it's been getting up to 40, 45 during the day. So early in the morning like this is a good time to go out and get stuff done because it's not muddy yet, but it's awful damn slippery in places like this. This is solid ice, so it's going to be a bit dangerous. Yesterday we had sustained winds of about 35 miles an hour, but it kept getting worse and worse as it got dark, which was kind of abnormal. Then later on in the evening, they changed the wind advisory to 40 to 45 mile an hour winds. But the way our valley is shaped here, it's shaped like a big funnel, and it ends at the Mississippi River. Mississippi River is about 4 miles away, and the Mississippi River is about 4 miles across. So you get a big wind that collects and moves through that space and keeps getting narrower and narrower, and then it rushes up the hill right here. So we get a lot more wind than whatever they're saying. So we could have got some gusts up to 60 easy last night. It was just howling. So I'm going to do a quick walk along the rock road here and see if we got any trees down there. Not a whole lot I'm going to do about it right now if we do, but at least I'll be able to plan my workload. It kind of looks like there's a tree down right through there. Then I'll pop out. I want to check the vineyard, see how deep the snow is there. I got to get in there and prune as soon as possible. I wish this snow would just go, but it just wants to hang on. Then I'm going to cross the street and do the normal fence check by the horse fence. Go around the back of the west pasture, and I think I'll say hello to the horses at the very end, and that should do it. So let's see what we can find here. I really like to see this. Got some good melt going on here, and I would say the snow is probably only about 3 inches thick where there is snow. So winter is definitely on the retreat, and in no time I'll be able to get back in here and start removing some of this scrub in the Oak Savanna project. I can't wait. I just love this time of year when things start greening up. I don't really want to walk through here, but when I get down that way a little bit, I'm going to take a look over the edge down into the ravine and see if we have any water flowing there. I really doubt it. It's pretty early in the morning, but we get water flowing in there this time of year, just here and there. Nope, nothing to see here. Some years you don't see anything here unless you get a really hot day in the spring and have a good amount of snow on the ground, or a big rain while there's snow on the ground. If something like that doesn't happen, you don't see flowing water down here. Oh well, let's get this done. You can see where we've worn a track in here, and we really haven't come through here that much. I'm really surprised this is still showing here. Alright, I better sign off until I get down to the rock road. Could slip and break my neck here. You can really see how this area right here was abused by the farmer who owned this before. If you can see those two, there's 2 tracks right there. That's a logging path that went straight down the hill, and you can see it goes straight up the hill this way. And then when they go straight up and down like that, after they're done logging, the water just follows these tracks and eventually this would have cut a ravine here. But I have a trench right here that goes to a culvert pipe, so it slows the water down. Yeah, they really did a horrible job when they logged this area. Some of the areas they did a better job, but this area they really messed it up. But this is part of the oak savanna restoration, so I'll be planting prairie grasses here soon, and they literally have 10-foot deep roots, so that'll stop the erosion here. And this is where I hacked and squirted a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago. So this is going to be clearing out, and I'm going to plant some prairie grasses right here as well, especially on this road. That should stop that. Okay, it's a bit windy here, but hopefully the sound isn't all messed up. You can see that I still got 4 to 6, some places 8 inches of snow in the vineyard here, so it's probably going to be about a week before I can get in here and do the rest of the pruning, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm really surprised I didn't see a single tree down back there. There might be some in the woods itself, but nothing over the road. Okay, let's head over to the west pasture and see if the fence is all right. Okay, no down trees yet, but look at all this wood on the ground. That comes from the pileated woodpeckers. They can just rip a tree apart, especially these aspens, because the wood's so soft. Yeah, it's incredible what they can do to these things. I'm really surprised that top hasn't fallen off of this thing yet. It's fairly rotten. But as far as I can see, there's nothing on the fence yet. It's really surprising because it's been windy for days. I mean, over 20 miles an hour. And last night was just insane. But everything looks just fine. All right, we'll head up this way. I'm surprised the horses haven't come down to meet us yet. They're usually very curious as to what's going on in their pasture. But it looks like the fence line is completely intact, which is very unusual. Usually there's at least a branch on it. And when you have like a branch on it and it's stuck on the ground or into the snow, it shorts the fence out, and the fence has either little power or no power, and the horses check it with their whiskers under their chin, and if it's not enough to give them a shock, they will just go right under it. They'll push it up and go under it, and that's a big problem this time of year, because if they see grass across the road or like up in the other pasture, so if they see something that looks like it's good to eat elsewhere, they'll just go under the fence if it's not energized all the way. So you gotta keep checking the fence especially every time you get a windstorm like that. But this time, nothing. At least so far. The fence jogs around and goes up that way, but I can see most of it and it looks just fine. So I'll walk around the point, take a look up that way, and then we'll go say hi to the horses. Okay, we are in the dry lot, which in a little bit is going to become soupy as hell. We still have all this snow melting here, and it's just kind of a nasty place until things dry out. But that wind that we had last night seems to have dried a lot of things out pretty good, so that's one good thing about the wind. There is Eve's house. That's her feeder, that's her house, when she doesn't have a broken foot, which is pretty much right now. She's all healed up, no bandage on. We're going to do an update on that. Oh, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. See how these guys are doing. I can barely see because of that sun. There we go. Hello, Mr. Mark. How you doing, big horse? Yeah, these guys got to be locked up real soon. Got to close the gate off here and close the gate off over there, because as the grass starts greening up, they're going to go nuts and want to be out there eating it. And that causes two problems. It will destroy the pasture, which is why there's a dry lot to start with. You don't want big animals like this out on a wet pasture. All they do is destroy it. They cause soil compaction and, well, they just churn up the soil. So this whole area would just be mud. So they got to be locked up and be on hay until things green up a bit. Then you got to let them out slow, a little bit each day. Otherwise they will overeat the green grass and get laminitis from it. There are a lot of upkeep. So looks like they're near the end here. They only eat it down to about here, and what's in the very bottom is stuff that they don't want to eat. So they're nearly done with this. We got to get in here and we turn this inside out and get rid of that stuff because it's stuff they don't want. But it collects down there until we do that. Hi, big boy. Yeah, this is my big lover boy. He's such a good horse. Okay, that'll wrap it up. It turned out to be just a nice little walk around the property. No damage anywhere, no trees down, nothing. And the snow is well on its way to being gone. There's maybe 3 to 8 inches, depending on where you're at, or bare ground, actually. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. And if you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you give us a thumbs up and or share the video, it helps us out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.